a recipe for transcending obstacles. Now, what's an obstacle? Something in your way, a conflict. Some people, they call it a problem. I don't know if you've noticed this, but as you awaken more and more to who you are and being who you are, and activating those powers and abilities consciously, that then oftentimes people around you maybe want to cause a fight, or there's an obstacle of some kind, and or the mind will go at you really big time. Well, all of these are actually symptoms that you're actually doing the right thing. You're on the right track for yourself, because the false is attacking you. And this is what happens too, as people are owning their power, and it's like a consciousness revolution, you would say. Then the outer, the fear monger, no, I don't want to say that. The false, the fear-based God, then brings out all the ammunition to cause you trouble, to get you to conform, to get you to go back, to get you to live in the mind and believe what the mind is telling you and terrorizing yourself. And then focusing your whole life is maintaining the body and trying to prevent future failure. This is this trap that keeps everybody just going at it. And the need to realize that any obstacle is something we've agreed upon at some point. And I mean obstacle that is somehow suppressing who we really are. It's keeping us ignorant, or afraid to activate our powers and our abilities, or afraid of others. You see all of this. So that knowing how this machine operates, in a sense, it always does the same thing. So as it's growing stronger and stronger, then there has to be some kind of outer war or event or something that's going to stop all of that, because it now becomes the diversion that everybody, it makes it bigger than the other, and then people are back again in the fear-based reality. So you might say, if it was a test, the answer would be, don't be in it, because if you're in it, you can't get out of it. And that is the transcendental state of where you're not labeling what's going on. You perceive and see through the concepts that are always being generated. And what you do is, by giving yourself those opportunities to be quiet and get yourself in nature, or have it in your home somehow, because it's in the peace, you see. And then in your breathing, what are you taking into your body? That's affecting the consciousness. The electronics. And what I found, and I had mentioned before, when I got to the top of in my television ministry and realizing something was missing, it was what was missing was a lot, but basically a lot. But those were great steps, you see. It's not invalidating the steps you've taken, but not to give power to the step. Because it's like getting lost in what we call powers and abilities. Getting caught up in self-glorification. All these things where we can get sidetracked, where it's just a ploy of the mind. And that's what you look at, is we must, to fly our own plane, and the soul knows what to do, always, because we are all wisdom, is to make that a priority for ourselves, is to be in nature quiet as much as you can, and as you're in that state, and also the practice of the not thinking, the being, using the breath or whatever meditation, and then listening, see, in nature, and listening, and training ourselves to stay conscious and be now. And as we do, and you might even want to say your manifestations are basically instant. Yeah. So when an obstacle comes, what happens is people tend to get afraid or give up or let go of, and let the mind take them. No, if it was a test, hold on to yourself and what you know and who you are, and give yourself permission to, as in the alone time, to let yourself release that worm of anxiety in the stomach, and breathe and let go of that. And even, it's getting time now that I got to be taking off my shoes, because it's going to be, warm enough. I've been doing that. I've been starting at home, barefoot out on the grass and around a little bit. So yeah, right now getting back. And lie down on the earth, or however you can do that, and then start to let your body and self start to resonate, see, and that was what led me to more and more nature, because I looked at where have I been the happiest or the most blissful, and it was always in nature. Or it was with my babies, my children, or teaching a class or a group, doing my work. But the real key was the nature. And when you do that, and you're listening, and you're being, you're not taken off center. You remain fixed in the self, in the now.